Hello, my name is Emperor Flavius Flav. Welcome to the Forgotten City. This is a game that's got glowing, really glowing reviews everywhere, and it absolutely deserves them. It is a beautiful thing. It's essentially kind of a mystery game, I guess. It's you've gotta talk to people and do things and solve puzzles. When I say puzzles, I mean actual think about stuff and think about things, work things out, put things together in your head. You know, like puzzles, like mysteries, detective-y things, and it's really cool. So you're in this city. There's lots of characters. There's mysteries that all linked together, and you know there's a greater, deeper, darker mystery going on. And your job is to just solve the mysteries and sort things out. And you're in this beautiful sort of ancient Roman city. This game's going to be really difficult to talk about because I'm not a spoiler sensitive person. I don't usually give a shit about spoilers, but this is the kind of game where it's an absolute fucking joy to just discover stuff for yourself. Both in the sense of just like the wonder of discovery, but also ways of solving things and that. Like don't watch videos of this game. Just go and play it if you think it might suit you. One of the things I like is the writing. Often in games in general, and particularly in games that try to be narrative, the writing is heavy. There's usually a lot of bad writing, like too much. When I play a dialogue heavy game, I'm always like, there's this internal sigh that I'm just gonna have to plow through reams of, like, honestly just bad writing to get to the information to and in the devs' minds, what this dialogue is doing is bringing you into the world and making it rich, but it actually does the opposite. It's a barrier to the stuff you actually want when you have to wade through pages of terrible fucking amateurish writing. This game doesn't do that. This game it's certainly dialogue focused, but it's succinct. Let me go and find somebody. I don't want to talk to her because she's going to say spoilery things, although I am kind of in love with her. She's awesome. Let's go talk to somebody in here. Oh, they've gone. People do wander around in this game. Let's go talk to him. Okay. I'm just going to click through some dialogue because again, you don't want spoilers, but you get a few topics. It's all voice acted, which is nice. The acting is good. So I say something, and they say succinct but expressive things, and all these characters have their own stories. So I can literally say, "What's your story?" and he'll tell me his story. But I can read it at my own pace. I can skip through it, but the main point is that it's characterful and succinct. This is good writing. This is just enough writing well, it's not just enough. It's the exact right amount of writing. This isn't writers going, I'm a writer, I need to write as much as fucking possible. This is writers going, part of the skill of being a writer is being succinct, is saying things eloquently and elegantly and all that stuff. Anyway, I'm rambling. This game's a beautiful experience when you're playing it, and the mystery unfolds gradually and you start to figure out like what's going on. It feels really good. And also you can move quite fast, which I like in games like this. Often in games like this, they just make you move slow to extend the life of the game. In this, you can move proper fast, and I can jump on things and climb on things, and that's nice. This feels like a world that I'm actually moving through. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the mechanics. I'm not going to talk about the plot too much. I'm just going to say, if you like this kind of thing, if you like solving mysteries and unraveling puzzles, and when I say mysteries, I don't just mean problems to solve. I mean there's an actual, like, obviously it's it's set in ancient Rome, sort of, and so it's bringing mythology and stuff into this. So it feels like it connects with like deep mystical things. You feel like you're uncovering privileged, esoteric information. Not just there was an adventure game I played recently called Call of the Sea, and that was like, it looked really beautiful, but it did the opposite to what this game is doing. It didn't feel like a mystery that anyone would give a shit about, and the puzzles were just ciphers essentially. Find some symbols, map the symbols to the problem, put the symbols in, solve the problem. And it made you move artificially slow. All the things that this game does right, that game did wrong. This game feels like you're unraveling a mystery, and that mystery is of like mystical importance and significance, and it feels good. It feels amazing. I realize all I'm doing in this video is running around the city because I don't want to spoil anything. I want you to experience this. This is a fucking gem.
Reason for flouting my weapons.
This is going to be one of my favorite games ever. Yeah, it's a rich world. Got deep sense of proper mystery and discovery and working things out in an organic way by like talking to people, finding out what their problems are and putting the information together, and you know, yeah. I don't know what to, oh, and I should say the game, because they say it on the Steam page, it's got a time loop mechanic. It's got that thing where I really don't want to spoil, but you get to the end of the day starts again. And they do that in the smartest way possible, where anything you've collected, you keep between loops. Any problem you've solved, I don't want to, again, spoil things, but there is a mechanism for solving that. If you've solved something, you don't have to keep doing it over and over again. There's a shortcut when you've solved a problem. So they've accommodated, and it's a way that makes sense in the world. They've accommodated to the fact that this is a game without making it feel gamey. It still feels like you're exploring a mysterious, beautiful world with interesting, like well-drawn, like really well-drawn characters. You know, I'm very much a dialogue skipper, but these character stories, I was actually reading them.
Salve, friend.
That means that's the hallmark of good fucking writing.
Salve.
If I actually read their stories, they were cool. They were interesting, personal, small stories about real seeming people with real concerns, and that feels good. It's so rare. It's so rare that writers write well, which is really sad in games in particular. Yeah, I'm just gushing about this game. I realize I'm showing you nothing mechanically or structurally like this, but I can't. I don't want to. You've got to come and play this game. It's about £20 on Steam. Runs perfectly in Proton for me. I didn't have to do anything. But it's one of those games. It's one of those games that's just going to stick with you, and you've not played anything quite like this. It does everything so perfectly. I picked it up yesterday and just played a lot of screen. Yeah, I just played 8 hours. Just played 8 hours straight of this yesterday because I was absorbed in this world and its characters and its mysteries. And you know, I'm quite a mechanical gamer. You know, I don't go for the purely narrative stuff. This strikes a balance. This gets it just right. Yeah, I should probably stop gushing. I think I made my point. Get this fucking game. If you've got any interest in games that feel like that you're in the middle of an important mystical, you know, set of events, if you like that feeling, just get this fucking game without reservation. Just get it. It's superb. It's special. The developers who made this are called like the Modern Storytellers or something like that, and that's like the perfect name for what this game is. It's a story in the truest sense. It's a story. It's not making you sit down and telling you a story. It's putting you in a story. It's not putting you in front of a computer and then making you read a book. It's using the power that video games have of agency and so on, and putting you in the middle of that book, putting you in the story. That's what this game nails. Go and fucking buy it. If you can't buy it, go and steal it. I don't care. You've got to play this game. I'll leave it there because I realise I'm just gushing and giving you very little information. I love you all. Go buy this game. Peace.